In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college basketball games happening on January 25th, 2023 and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Butler versus Providence. The Butler Bulldogs will play the Providence Friars in a Big East game on Wednesday night at Amica Mutual Pavilion in Providence, Rhode Island. Butler is 7-1 against the spread in their last 9 Wednesday games and 1-4 against the spread in their last 6 games. The under is 7-3 in Butler's last 10 games. Providence is 10-2 against the spread in their last 12 games and 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 home games. The under is 5-2 in Providence's last 7 games. The underdog is 4-0 against the spread in these 2 teams' last 4 head-to-head meetings. His absence has left a massive void on the interior that the Bulldogs were unable to fill last week when they lost by 30 and 21 points. Bryce Hopkins, a double-double machine for Providence, has to be licking his chops as he looks ahead to this matchup. The Friars are the best rebounding team in the Big East, while the Bulldogs just got eaten alive on the glass against Creighton and UConn. Bynum may miss his 5th game for Providence, but the fact that Locke is coming off a career-high 29 points tells me the Friars will be okay at the guard position without Bynum. Butler is slumping and has only covered the spread in 2 of its last 10 games. Meanwhile, Providence has covered in 8 out of its last 10. Butler comes into this game after losing 4 of their last 5 games, and they have lost their last 2 games by a combined 51 points. Providence has lost 2 of their last 3 games, but they play much better at home. After watching Butler fall apart in their last 2 games, I cannot justify taking them here. I believe that we see a blowout Providence victory. I'll keep an eye on the injury report leading up to tip-off, but assuming Bates missing this game for Butler, this prediction is pretty cut and dry. So the Providence Friars to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Butler is really going to struggle to score if Bates doesn't play and provide an inside presence. Butler doesn't like to shoot enough 3-pointers to rely on outside shooting. It could be another game in the 50s for the Bulldogs. I expect a lot of Providence's points to come in the paint. They won't need to rack up 3-pointers or play fast pace to get points in transition. They'll be very comfortable getting Hopkins into a flow in half-court sets, which should slow the game down. Butler plays at a slow tempo anyways, as it ranks number 224 nationally in Ken Palm's adjusted tempo. Butler's over-under split this season is 8-11, and that's just going to keep siding with the under as long as its leading scorer is absent. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Texas Agricultural and Mechanical versus Auburn. There's a great college basketball slate on Wednesday, as there are 6 different matchups featuring ranked teams on the board. One of those matchups is this Southeastern Conference showdown as the number 15 Auburn Tigers get ready to take on the Texas Aggies. Texas Aggies is 7-1 against the spread in their last 8 games on Wednesday. The under is 4-0 in the Aggies' last 4 games following a straight-up loss. The under is 7-1 in Auburn's last 8 games against a team with a winning straight-up record. Texas Aggies has been great to start Southeastern Conference play as they hold a 5-1 record and have wins over Florida, LSU, and Missouri. The Aggies came down to earth on Saturday when they could not go on the road and pull off a win against the Kentucky Wildcats. Texas Aggies rattled off 7 straight wins dating back to December 27th before their loss in Lexington, but they have not beaten anyone great yet. They were able to go on the road and beat Florida and South Carolina, but going on the road and getting wins in this conference is extremely hard to do. Auburn has quietly had a great start to this season, holding a 16-3 overall record and 6-1 conference record. Like Texas Aggies, there are some doubters of this team since they have not beaten anyone great quite yet, but I am confident they can beat good teams in front of their incredible home crowd. Auburn has one of the best defenses in college basketball and will make it hard on Texas Aggies to score in this game. According to Ken Palm, Auburn's defense is ranked number 2 in 3-point percentage, number 5 in effective field goal percentage, and number 11 in adjusted defensive efficiency. I do not see how the Aggies will score consistently in this game as they have struggled from 3-point three-point land, currently ranked number 293 in three-point percentage. Auburn's defense will be too much for Texas Aggies here, and I expect them to defend their home court as they have all season. So the Auburn Tigers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Aggies have an inefficient guard as their lead scorer and virtually no shooting around him. It's not like Auburn lights it up from outside either, and both teams are shooting below 30% from deep, which isn't something you see too often in today's game. Auburn's calling card is their defense, and they've been lights out recently. In their two most recent games, they held LSU to 29% from the floor and South Carolina to 36%. Even when they played a very good up-tempo team like Arkansas recently, they still held them to only 59 points. Texas Aggies has a very low ceiling on offense, and even in their most recent win they only scored 54. The last time the Aggies had to play on the road, they made only 3 three-pointers and turned the ball over 16 times. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Indiana versus Minnesota. Week 12 of the 2022-2023 college basketball season continues Wednesday, January 25th with the Indiana Hoosiers taking on the Minnesota Golden Gophers in the Big Ten Conference Showdown at Williams Arena in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Indiana is 7-2 against the spread in their against the spread 10 games against a team with a winning percentage below .400 and 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 road games, while the over is 8-2 in their last 11 games overall. Minnesota is 1-6 against the spread in their last 7 home games and 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 Wednesday games, while the over is 4-0 in their last 4 games against a team with a winning record. The Hoosiers have 3 consecutive wins, going flawless through a tough stretch of Wisconsin, Illinois, and Michigan State. On top of the recent history, the Hoosiers have also owned the Golden Gophers over the last few years. Per OddsShark, Indiana is 5-0 both straight up and against the spread in their last 5 games against Minnesota. Ultimately, the Hoosiers have the edge on both ends of the court. They're averaging 79 points per game this year and have the 20th ranked offense in terms of adjusted efficiency. These two teams are trending in opposite directions, and I'm going to ride with the hotter team in Indiana. Look for them to find a groove early and spread this score out by double digits. So the Indiana Hoosiers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Indiana comes into a great spot to win a 4th straight game. Minnesota has simply dropped the ball in conference play, and it's unlikely they halt what the Hoosiers have brewing right now. 9 of Indiana's last 10 games have surpassed this number. Head-to-head, this has been a high-scoring matchup in recent years, and I just feel most comfortable backing that trend to continue. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.